James, if you could tell me what happened on that last shot that you made, what you saw on the court.
We ran a triple screen for Flag to get a shot. Obviously, he had it going all night. But, we kind of anticipated they was going to stun off the ball. So credit to Flag making the right play. But when he stunned off the ball, I caught it. I wasn't in rhythm enough to shoot the three because he kind of did a good job getting back. And then I got him on the island, and then it was just a game. I feel like I knew I was going to make the shot when I got him on the island.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Sic'Em 365.
James, you've been 0 of 7 going into overtime, yet you either assisted or scored on all of Baylor's buckets in that period. What was going right for you, and what were you seeing that worked for you in overtime?
Nothing different. I just wanted to stay with it. Teams are doing a much better job of keying in on me. So through regulation and throughout the whole game, Flag had it going. So my only concern on the floor was how can I get him a good shot every play down, because it seemed like every time he shot the ball, it was going in. But in overtime, they started keying in on him, and that's when I kind of got loose and just got going. You can't really think about what's going on in regulation when it's winning time. You got to kind of put that in the back of your head.
Next question from Eric Kelly with KWKT-TV in Waco.
Hey, James. Hey, just in terms of where you were, you talk about how you start out cold, but then you have that confidence to hit those shots in overtime. Did you always have that, or where and at what point in life did you develop that mentality to be able to block something like that out?
I think if you've seen me any other place I was, I think nothing that you could question my confidence. I think everywhere I play at, you kind of see a big confidence, big shot taker, big shot maker mentality with me. So, I feel like that's always been there for me.
Next question from Kevin Longquist with Sic'EmSports.com.
James, I was going to ask you about obviously the run that Oklahoma State went on at the end of the first half to get the lead. What was kind of the mentality of the team, of the locker room, because you guys had controlled the pace for that until they went on this big run?
We just wanted to stay together. Road games on the Big 12 were tough. So we were playing good. We knew they was going to go on a run at some point. So it was all about, basketball is a game of runs. So it was all about, how you can, manage those runs and stay together and keep going and weather the storm. And I think that we did a good job at that.
Final question for James from Andrew Miner.
Yeah, James, could you comment a little bit on how great it is to have Adam in the backcourt with you to lift you guys up, when you might be having an off night or others might be having an off night?
Yeah, Adam is great for us. He's a big shot maker. He's somebody you can't help off of. He's great at stretching the floor, and credit to him. He did his thing tonight. He really got it going early. He just stayed with that same rhythm, and we needed it big time.
All right, thanks, James. All right, everybody, I'll be back with Adam Flagler in a minute. First up, John Warner with the Waco Tribune-Herald.
Adam, you were extraordinarily hot. How did your knee feel? And, did you just feel like you're in a good groove?
Yeah, my knee was fine. But, once I get out there, I try not to focus on it too much. And my teammates just did a great job of finding me. I had a lot of wide open shots. So, it's my job just to knock it down. So I had the easy part. But, credit to them for the game that I was able to have today.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Sic'Em 365.
Adam, you played every minute of the second half in overtime. Where were you able to kind of find that willpower? What did you kind of find in yourself to get those 2 charges in overtime?
We pride ourselves on toughest team wins, and we kept saying that, in the huddle. So, being that I am an older guy and one of the leaders, I pride myself on, taking those tough plays and, taking it to heart and just sacrificing my body for the team. So,
next question from Eric Kelly with KWKT-TV.
James, what is it about Adam, what is it about James that, he's 0 for 7 going into overtime, but you guys have that confidence where he's going to make those big shots when you need it?
Man, just the amount of work, he puts in is ridiculous. So we all have so much confidence in him, and he always stays even keel, and we know that we can depend on him. He's been in a lot of big-time games and performed at high levels, so we know, what he's capable of. We just continue to tell him, your shot's about to get going, you about to get going. And then once he got going, you know, he pulled us through. So I appreciate him for that.
Next question from Kevin Longquist with Sic'EmSports.com.
Yeah, Adam, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about the final play where James hits the game winner, because he said that you were the first option on it until it was deferred to him. But just kind of take us through how that play unfolded from your perspective before it went to James.
Yeah, in the huddle, we had it to where I was coming off a triple screen, and then I came off and I had it, and then I passed it to him. It's like he was about to pass it back, but you know, once I got going, they denied me, and we knew that in the huddle, so we all told him, you know, just be ready. You know, your time is your time to shine. You know, and we had all this confidence in him. So when he made that shot, you know, I was stoked, but at the end of the day, I knew, you know, the job was going to be finished because he's a killer.
Next question from Andrew Miner.
Adam, I'd like to go back to the final sequence of regulation. You missed a three, and then Oklahoma State had that crazy ending where they had to review if the shot was released before the shot clock went off. Was just curious if you could walk me through what you guys were thinking about then, and then if what was said before overtime in the huddle.
We knew that we were going to be going into overtime. The shot clock went off, and he had the ball in his hand 0 seconds. So we were just trying to tell each other, you know, keep calm, focused, and let's take it to overtime. And, you know, if we call it 5-9 in the sense that we got 5 minutes left of the game to just beat it at a high level, and toughest team wins, like I said before.
Anything else for Adam before we let him go? All right. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you, guys.
Coach Drew's up next.
Well, I think tonight was a fun college game. If you're a college basketball fan, you had to enjoy how two teams really competed, battled, fought through fatigue. Oklahoma State coming off an overtime win, us coming off basically playing 6 guys and then winning overtime tonight. And I think probably the MVP of the game goes to Dave Snyder in getting Adam back. So Adam was tremendous. And what won't show up is obviously his defense leadership and some of those things in the stat category. But instead of forcing a shot at the end, getting it to James and letting James get a good one shows you his maturity.
Yeah, a question for Coach. Please use the raise hand function, and I'll call on you. First up, John Warner with the Waco Tribune Herald.
Warner, you're still up. I thought you'd be sleeping by now.
Just barely. Scott, can you maybe just talk a little bit more about how Adam just kind of gutted it out with that knee and just the night he had?
Yeah, Adam, he's a great leader. He's a great teammate. He's somebody that really cares about the team and wanted to play well for him. And we obviously needed him. And when he got hot, really credit our guys. I thought they really did a good job getting him open with screens. Then they really did a good job getting him the ball. And then when he started to cool off a little, he did a great job getting it to other people. And I thought there are a lot of positive things with our guys, just second half especially, because a hostile environment on the road, you're a little fatigued, you're a little tired. We weren't playing great the last 2 media timeouts, the last 8 minutes. And I thought second half we really operated at a high level to hold them to 24 points.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Sic'Em 365.
Hey, Kendall, how you like that zone, baby?
I liked it, Scott, and I guess that'll lead me to ask. You switched back to the man late in the game. What did you think that gave you all to get kind of those last stops and Adam to take those charges?
Well, I think Adam's 2 charges were huge plays. But part of it, too, when Flo was out of the game, our zone is a little more effective when you get the big man down low. So part of that's why we went with a smaller man group. And I thought that really worked out well.
Next question from Jerry Hill, Baylor Insider.
Scott, James Akinjo had struggled. He missed his first 7 shots. Y'all still have confidence? He's a shooter, so do y'all still have confidence in him? Because he hit his last 2, obviously the big one.
Yeah, he was pacing himself. So, but I tell you, James, I really thought he had 4 steals, had 4 assists, only 3 turnovers, did a good job moving the ball, did a good job being a good teammate and leader, even though things weren't going well. And I mean, like I said, you can say that about everybody that played. And I mean, Matt wasn't feeling great, and he gave us a great effort, really gutted it out. So across the board, everybody really competed and played hard.
Next question from Eric Kelly with KWKT-TV.
Coach, what does it say about Adam that, you know, coming back from that injury and playing 40-plus minutes and then taking 2 charges in overtime and kind of putting his body on the line there?
Those are winning plays right there, winning plays. So, and you needed him to win this game.
Next question from Kevin Longquist with Sic'EmSports.com.
Scott, your team has been through what you would consider like maybe 6 of these gritty type of wins, but how does this one compare to maybe the others? Because you've had such a thin lineup where you've shuffled guys in and out. Obviously, you don't have John for the year, and then you're on the road with 48 hours turnaround time from TCU where you only played 6. So how does this rate versus all the other ones that you've had to gut out?
Well, I think, first of all, road wins are really hard. And then the second thing is what the terms that you said, Saturday to Monday. And then the other thing is this the first game, DK, where the team had a shot to win it and missed?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think this is the closest one we've had. So, and how about that free throw shoot? 7 for 8. I think DK Flo was 3 for 4, wasn't he?
Yeah.
They had 2 for 3, but I thought he was 3 for 4 because
he was 2 for 3.
Because didn't he have 2 shots and he made both at the 7 or 8 minute mark?
1 and 1.
I thought he made the first one. Really?
No, he didn't.
Okay, missed it. Okay. My bad. I was really excited. 3 for 4. 2 for 3, not bad, but 3 for 4, I was really excited.
Smoke, I saw you had your hand up a second ago. If you pulled it down.
Yeah, I hope I'm on. Am I on?
Yep.
Scott, you know, this has been draining with what, and obviously Kevin brought this up, to watch your players do what they've done the last couple of games, considering where you are. What do you see? What do you like goes through your mind during that kind of game?
Well, you're just honestly on the next play. How do we win this next possession? And then as a coach, when you get this close and you know the effort that everyone put in, you really want them to win because you want to be rewarded with that. But if he would have made that 3 and it had been crazy, or if they had made that shot before overtime, I'd have really been proud of their effort second half because I thought we really competed. I thought first 12 minutes were really good. We just had an 8-minute tough stretch. Other than that, we're really good.
Final question from Andrew Miner.
Yeah, Coach, since Jonathan went out with his injury, the next 3 games, you guys have been out-rebounded by your opponent. What do you look to fix with the smaller lineup in John's absence, especially moving on to Kansas on Saturday?
Well, obviously, you can't replace the 31st best rebounder in the country offensively. But what you can do is be efficient with the ones you get. We got 13 offensive rebounds. They got 12. We got 13 second chance points. They got 7. So you take that any day of the week, twice on Sunday. The next thing is hopefully sometimes when you shorten your rotation, it helps with turnovers. And we had 12, including overtime, which is tremendous. And last game, I think we had 11 or 12, right, against TCU. So there's some things we can offset. Obviously, you're going to miss him and you can't replace him, but I was talking with a Navy SEAL and he gave me great advice. Focus on what you have.